Hello, we're going to be channeling with the Galactic Federation and get a global ascension update. Like, what are the energies? Okay. Uh, this energy feels very massive with the energies coming through. We just had the solar eclipse, the new moon, and I'm still feeling those energies. My dog has not been sleeping much. She's sleeping right now, but she did not sleep at all last night. At all. She didn't sleep during the day. She didn't sleep at night. And then the night before, she was having difficulties and finally fell asleep. But she's always like that on high energy days, like portal days, eclipses, new moon, full moon, that sort of thing. So she's feeling it, and I just feel very energized, and it just feels very powerful. It feels like it's amping up. That's the way it feels to me. Is it's amping up. I know that there's some clearing for some people. I've had some people talk to me, and it seems like they're clearing some things. I've had some things pop up for me as well. Just some thoughts. I was good at catching them, thankfully. I was triggered there for a bit too, but I was good at recognizing them and moving through it. But things are coming to the surface, I do know. So I want to get a sense and help you get a sense of the collective energies and what can we expect at the individual level as well as the global level. And so I'm going to channel through the Galactic Federation for that and see what they have to say. Yes. Yeah, my intention was not to bring through like an individual but a collective. And I'm getting the command will come through. Command center group will come true to answer this question. The reason I'm channeling them is that I know that they're bringing through a lot of this light, and they're helping us ascend. My understanding is that their ships are like all over, kind of the globe and the solar system. Yes, but they're helping us here by bringing through these solar waves, we could say. So, all right, let's just see what they have to tell us. So just give me a moment to shield and to connect. There is a lot of light. This month is about clarity. Your solar system is becoming more dense, but not more dense, but density in the fears coming up, fears that you may see as illusions, for you to know the difference between illusion and then the clarity of the truth. And so when we say more dense, it is only that the density is coming to the surface for you then to clear it out. As you ascend, you will clear. You will move through these energies to process them for your next ascension process, your next evolutionary journey. You are at a stage of consciousness in which you are ready for the next evolutionary process, the next level. And the next level would be for you to understand, but first you have to move through. You have to move through instead of ignoring, instead of bypassing. You have to understand that which you are not. And when you can get through that, then you are ready then to master the energies of the ascension itself. So you must understand the old energies, the stagnant energies, so that you can clear them. You could think of it like blocks that are being cleared out for then you to move through for the next stage. The next stage is then to heal yourself because the old energies have left. Then you must master the healing. You must bring in the light for you to heal any inorganic tears, inorganic tears in your auric field, holes in your auric field that needs to come. You need to fill those up with the light. And you could think of it as charging a battery to then the next stage, to amp yourself, amp your field up. So to light it up like a light bulb. So you must understand that for the old to leave, it is not needed. For the new to come in. And then after that, the next stage would be enjoying your process of knowing yourself. So it is as a collective moving through old, bringing in new, and then understanding the new. And working with the new in a creative sense. So on a planetary, global level, you are connecting with the fear. You are finding the fear. You are noticing the fear and finding the flaws in the fear. Many of these are seen on your news, on your broadcasts, and to know the difference between the illusion and the truth. But there's also a personal level in which you see certain behaviors, certain ideas, and certain relationships that are no longer serving you. They're not a match to your high vibration. For often, you are at a higher level than what you know that you are. In your physical, you see a certain density. You see the density that is not you. And many can get stuck. But when you can see yourself externally from a higher viewpoint, looking down, looking from the eagle eye, you can see that that is not in accordance to your truth. And to see yourself in the truth, to shed a light, you then will lighten yourself up even further. So you could think of it as an incongruence in which you may find yourself here on a physical level, but rising above to see yourself up here, to identify here instead of the lower views. This will leave, and then you can merge up. And to also call in your higher self to come in, to match with you, to level yourself up even further. And once you do, your personality will shift, your physical will shift, your relationships will shift, new things will come in. You need to allow yourself to feel the incongruence, to feel the fears that pop up, the worries that come in, to notice these thoughts but do not identify with them. To heal this, you must look at it from the higher standpoint, like looking down from a ledge, looking down and just seeing it. And if you do that, it will shift. But you must be willing to look at it from a distance. But many will get engrossed in it, entangled in it, and that becomes a mess. Lighten yourself up to detach from the mess itself, to see the order. And to hold that simultaneously as you're going through it. You cannot bypass. You cannot pass through without going through. So, to move quicker through life, to move through your obstacles, you must know that the obstacles don't exist. And when I say that they do not exist, we only mean that there are not the accuracy of what you are. You must understand that these obstacles do not match to you. If we get really, really deep, we could say that the life that you live is nothing more than a certain feeling that you have, a certain energy field that you have, a certain experience that you have. It is like a dream that will pass away. It is not true in the sense that you are. You will exist outside of it. You are the dreamer. So you get caught up in it as feeling like it will matter so. But in the grand scheme of things, when you get out of it, you'll say, wow, what a journey. So to understand that you do not need to match with it, you do not need to see yourself as a victim, as something is controlling you. You can exist in the higher state even when the lower state is occurring. The lower state does not have to dictate your being state. So to be within you. And as you do that, you will heal. These lower states will transmute, and then they will rise, and your entire life will change. That is what is happening on a global level for everybody on the personal level, and then everybody in your Congress, in your businesses, in your organizations are also coming to a point of recognizing what is no longer working, what is needing to change. Now, some are really hanging on. They're really hanging on, but there is a purpose, and people will wake up. People are waking up. Now, notice that we are not telling you of certain events. We're not telling you of specific events that will occur. But understand that there is a waking process, and you are coming to the end of this stage. So the densities will have to leave. They will have to leave, and we will not tell you how they leave. But if we get down to it, it's either we kick them out or they will have to leave willingly. They cannot stay. Heather is asking if there's a way for them to change. Were they given that opportunity? Yes, always an opportunity for people who are of a dense nature to change, to stay, to be a part of this process, yes. But they have to be willing, they have to open up to that option. Do they know that they have an option? No, not yet, but they will. At the end of this stage, they will know that they have an option, that they've always had a choice. Everyone has a choice. So, there is an end coming. It is part of the journey. It is never an end. But there is an end to a certain stage, the certain level of this whole journey, of this whole process. Heather is asking if there is a certain event coming to end this certain stage. We will say that there is a series of events coming, one after another. And do not fear as we say this. Just be prepared for things to get a bit jarring, things to get a bit turbulent for you. This does not mean anything really on the personal level, except for you will be there watching a bit of collisions. But will it personally hit you? Most likely not. So get your popcorn and take a seat. They crack me up sometimes. Like my higher self last night. So master your observer, witness, and do not get engaged in activities that do not align, that activities do not meet. If things do not meet your expectation, watch that as well, because many people have ideas of how this will play out, and understand that there are many different agendas, many different timelines, many different views about this, and yours will be a personal viewpoint. So if you get disappointed because things did not become as turbulent as you thought that they would, or something to that effect, understand that you are not ready for that turbulence. And it is also on a global level in that it is resonant for the collective at this time. But understand that there are shifts, there are massive shifts, there are massive awakenings, and they will occur. How they are known is a personal thing. You all have your own glasses, your own prescription to see what is happening. Right? I'm asking because I have heard that, there might be the power going out. Should we prepare food? Should we prepare, stoves, water, this sort of thing? Is that a possibility? In the next few months, there is a probable future in which there could be a blackout in your timeline. There are always the option to hop timelines, and to avoid these events. However, as a collective, there is a timeline in which it is very probable for you to have a certain point where there is no electricity. This would be, I'm asking, is this for the globe or for the United States? This would occur in America, in the United States. There does not seem to be any collective agreement. It is in the United States. We see this maybe a few weeks. A few weeks. Yes, three weeks is more than likely. Do not fear, for there is nothing to fear. Give yourself enough time to prepare for your governments do have a certain protection that will come about during those days. Protection. So they have like a plan to help us through that. They will impact you within this process, within this time frame. They will give out certain care kits to help you, such as blankets, water, canteens, bandage, whatever is needed. They will give you certain products to help you through that event. Okay, that cracks me up. That sounds very like the government, right? It's kind of like during the whole when we were sick. I don't want to use certain words. When we were sick, when we were talking about sickness, and people had a fear of that, right? You know what I'm talking about. We'll give you certain kits, free kits. It sounds really like the government. Okay, well, I'll take my kit. I'll take it. Okay. So do not fear about your food and your water, but you can prepare if you want. It would be helpful so that when this occurs, you can sit back and yet again just watch it like it were a movie. Now, yet again, this is one of many timelines. So if you do not like this, you can shift your energy to prevent it. If enough people shift their energy, this will not occur. Believe in yourself. Even if this does occur, believe in your control, in your personal experience through this. Because just because it impacts someone else in a certain way does not mean that it will impact you in a certain way. You can master your own energy to understand that you're the master of your own timeline, the master of your own events. This will impact people in many different ways, but it doesn't have to impact you in an organic sense. You can master this to have a loving experience when you are prepared. If you need to prepare energetically, if you see fears come up, yet again, that is the density to move through, to heal those energies, so then when the time comes, you're in a better state. All right. Now is the time to come together. Now is the time to align. Now is the time. So when they say to come together, I'm really kind of grasping like integration. On a personal level, like integrating our fears, integrating our parts of ourselves, our feelings, not avoiding. But also in a global sense, integration as well. Integration with people of, yeah. There's integration happening on a global sense. I don't know if I want to say organizations integrating, but like people integrating. We would not say organizations. We would say that the hearts of the individuals are integrating. It is time to get over your fears so that you can become one. Integration is unity. It is unity consciousness. It is wholeness. It is all an illusion to fear, and fear can be seen as pushing away, to judge, to accept, and to align is the truth. Acceptance in the fact that you can experience that without knowing it as you. You are beyond it. You are the light, shedding light. We are the one who is the unchanging, the witness self, the observer self, the peaceful self that is still within the storm. Concentrate on this. Concentrate on the stillness, and you will become healed. We are the Collective Federation. We are of the light. We are of service, full service, and we have set our message for today. Wow. I wasn't sure if they would actually answer that question. I do know that a lot of people are talking about that. 3 days of darkness, whatever. And they're not even saying this 3 days of darkness. They're saying 3 weeks, possibly. But they're also saying that we will get care packages, and so we shouldn't worry. We don't have to really worry so much, in which we would have to struggle so, panicky. So relax. It's all good. Okay. So I don't like to say things like that to like spread fear. It's not about fear though. It's actually to help us avoid fear. Right? It's awareness. It's awareness, and I'm getting an activation. It's an activation. Wait. The event is an activation. There would be much love that comes through it, from it. So it's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. They encourage us to know it as thus. So, yeah, try to maintain a positive view, acceptance view, a neutral view, okay. All right, we don't have to be pleased with it. This is coming through. We don't have to be pleased with that, but it is what it is, and it's necessary. Okay, but yet again, it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to be necessary. So, okay. Be willing to understand yourself. Who are you? Are you the one that embraces change? Oh. Oh. I get that, actually. I get that. Are we willing to embrace change? And are we willing to embrace what is necessary for change to occur? That actually makes a lot of sense. That's a hard one, though. It is, right? Because we kind of want to go, we want the easy way. But easy usually results in sameness, right? We don't, if things are fine, things are fine. We don't need to change, right? So sometimes people can be very stubborn in the sameness and they need, and this is from a collective, right? So not us necessarily. Not to say, but I want to be humble because maybe we need it too. I don't want to say that I don't need the something. We will all shift. Okay, it's a global shift. We're all included, okay? All right, so I think that's it. They said, we have heard you. We are with you. We are one with you. That is all. I love that. Oh, I'm getting tingles on the top of my head. Oh, okay, my crown. Oh, that's beautiful. They say there's nothing to fear. Wow, I could cry from that. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to channel them more. Okay, I will see you all soon.